Vitamin B9, or folate, holds a foundational place in the renewal and resilience of the body, primarily through its central role in DNA and RNA synthesis, methylation, and cellular proliferation. While folate is most often associated with pregnancy, fetal development, and cardiovascular health, it is also deeply intertwined with autophagy, the cellular process of self-cleaning and recycling, especially in tissues where rapid regeneration is a constant requirement. The synergy between folate and autophagy reveals a deeper dimension of how our cells maintain both genetic integrity and metabolic adaptability across the lifespan. Rather than operating in isolation, folate works alongside autophagy to support clean cell division, controlled cell death, and efficient tissue repair, all of which are essential not just in development but in lifelong maintenance and disease prevention. Folate is indispensable for the synthesis of nucleotides, the building blocks of DNA and RNA. Without adequate folate, cells cannot replicate their genetic material efficiently, leading to stalled cell division and increased risk of mutations. This is particularly critical in high-turnover tissues such as the intestinal lining, skin, bone marrow, and reproductive organs, where cells are constantly being replaced and refined. These same tissues are also heavily reliant on autophagy to remove dysfunctional components, clear damaged DNA, and provide recycled materials for building new cells. In this way, folate and autophagy operate in tandem. Folate fuels the creation of new cellular blueprints, while autophagy clears the old and damaged elements that could interfere with clean replication. Together, they maintain the quality and stability of fast-renewing systems. Methylation, another folate-dependent process, adds yet another layer to this partnership. Methyl groups, donated via the folate cycle, are used to regulate gene expression, including genes that control cell survival, inflammation, and stress response. This means that folate doesn't just support cell division, it also influences which genes are turned on or off during times of stress or repair. Several autophagy-related genes are sensitive to methylation status, and adequate folate ensures that their expression remains balanced, not overactivated to the point of cellular depletion, and not suppressed to the point of dysfunction. In the context of chronic inflammation or cellular stress, this regulation becomes essential. Folate allows cells to maintain epigenetic stability, while autophagy simultaneously handles structural cleanup and material recycling. This synergy is particularly valuable in the context of aging, where both autophagic activity and methylation capacity tend to decline. As DNA damage accumulates and cell turnover slows, the risk of dysfunctional replication and chronic disease rises. With sufficient folate, the cell's ability to maintain clean genetic copying improves, reducing mutation load and supporting healthier regeneration. At the same time, autophagy, when properly sustained, prevents the buildup of damaged organelles and metabolic waste, keeping cells flexible and metabolically young. In essence, folate gives cells the instructions and epigenetic balance they need to grow, while autophagy ensures the cellular environment remains clean and efficient enough to carry out those instructions. Folate-rich foods such as leafy greens, legumes, asparagus, avocados, and fortified grains thus take on a broader health significance. They don't just help prevent birth defects or lower homocysteine levels. They participate in a cellular strategy that sustains regeneration, repair, and defense across many tissues. For individuals undergoing stress, recovering from illness, or aging into stages of slower renewal, ensuring adequate folate intake supports both the hardware, genetic material, and the software, epigenetic regulation needed for clean, efficient autophagy and cellular turnover. Altogether, the relationship between folate and autophagy illustrates a quiet but powerful form of nutritional synergy. Instead of merely fueling growth, folate supports precision, helping cells replicate only what is healthy and remove what is no longer useful. This dual action underpins the body's most fundamental maintenance cycles, from healing skin wounds to replenishing the gut lining to preserving bone marrow vitality. It's a reminder that the key to graceful aging and regenerative capacity is not just in stimulating autophagy or supplying nutrients separately, but in nurturing the whole system in a way that promotes harmony between building and clearing. With folate at its core, this system becomes smarter, cleaner, and more capable of adapting to life's ongoing cellular challenges.